Hey fam, this is TC, your guiding chariot. Welcome to my channel and to your June prediction video. So excited to get this out for everyone. In this video, in case you are new to my channel, we are going to look at kind of general messages and themes concerning romance, personal development, career, finances, and also kind of overall spirit messages, whatever spirit feels you need to know for the month ahead, for the month of June and through Gemini season. Because this is a general reading, just the nature of general readings, my only ask of you is that you take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Do not try to force these messages. If it doesn't make sense to your situation or you have to forgive too many things for it to make sense, that message just wasn't meant for you. Let that part of the reading go and only take what fits, what feels right, what hits you intuitively, or, basically what makes sense to your circumstances. Because of that, I do recommend that you watch the videos for all of your signs, sun, moon, and rising. Through June, we still have 3 planets that are retro. So Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto are still retro through the month of June. So you may want to check out those 3 as well. That might have some extra personal development notes for you, because obviously when these planets are retro, it turns those messages inward versus outward. I think it's actually, I want to say it's it's either right when Sun moves into Cancer, or maybe like a little right before. We also have Neptune going retrograde. So you may even want to watch the video for your Neptune sign. That one might be a little more critical than the other 3, just because that one's happening this month. So it's really starting to teach us that lesson and kind of have us review some things. Just throwing those out there. If you're new to this, I always recommend that you watch your sun and your rising at least. I definitely watch those 2 personally when I'm looking at my own videos online, but do with that information what you will. The main thing is that you're just taking what resonates and leaving behind the rest. Alright? So with that said, let's get started and get to your reading. I'll see you in a sec. Hi Gemini, sun, moon, and rising people. Welcome to your June reading. Let's get into it. So I have some oracle decks out here. We're going to get some kind of main overview messages concerning different parts of your month. So let's start off with love and romance. See what's going on for you guys in the relationship front, huh? Spirit, what does Gemini need to know about love and relationships? Ooh, there we are. Almost got away from us. Hey, Gemini. Oh, sorry about the glare. This could be the one. Very exciting news. You've definitely met the romantic partner you seek. So I don't feel like this is someone new. I think this is definitely confirmation from those of you who maybe have just met someone, or maybe you're already in a committed relationship and working things out and helping things grow. But this feels like something that's already established. It's kind of already been in the works. But this is coming through as confirmation that yes, this could be the one. So if you have been thinking about it, if you've been kind of pondering, is it, isn't it? It is. This is a big ol' yes from the universe. For those of you, my singles out there, if you meet someone during this season, I would say definitely get to know them. It could be worth the effort. So if someone new is coming in, and again, I feel like this card is really speaking to those who have already made this connection, but it definitely could be coming this month for some of you if you haven't met yet. But those of you already committed, big affirmative yes. Really like seeing that. I almost feel like this person came for you too, if that makes sense. Like, especially if you just met, if this is something that's kind of growing and you're kind of planting seeds, I feel like this is someone who literally came up to you and was just like, by the way, you're mine. Like, looking at this image, it's almost like you're this lovely damsel in white, and this stranger came up to you and was just like, you're gorgeous, you're the one I want. And don't let the genders fool you. It doesn't have to be the man walking up to the woman. Female could just be as enraptured by you, my Gemini male. So someone just but it just feels like they came up and was like, you're the one. Like, you're it, friend. Alright, Spirit, what messages do we have for Gemini concerning personal growth and development? who is helping him through Gemini season. That was a very nice, clean one. Hey! I don't think I've actually ever pulled this card myself. I love this. Beautiful. Oh, was it? So you guys got Radha. Soul Flame. Beautiful image. Look at that. So I have to hold it at an angle just so you don't get flashed from the window. So prompt reads, rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. So yes, we already know the relationship bit. You found the one. We already talked about that. Healing seems really beautiful. And I feel like the healing goes beyond just relationships. I mean, yes, this is a card, you know, Radha definitely plays a major part in her relationship. But I feel like this healing goes far beyond that. And it may be healing from some type of hurt from a past relationship that has blocked and stifled, you know, how you interact in general with other people. But I feel like this healing is really opening up some blockages for you and really getting you to kind of your fullest expression, if that makes sense. Like you really are shining bright once you clear out this gunk. And I think to me that's really what is coming through with having the term soul flame there. Like you're being ignited. You know, like maybe this muck and, you know, this ash has kind of settled over the embers and caused the fire to burn really softly. This is like someone shaking off the ash and the embers are glowing hot and you're like being reignited, so to speak. Which makes sense. You're coming through your solar return. You're all having your birthday right now. So it makes perfect sense that this sun is moving back into your sign. You're getting that dose of light and heat and vitality. It makes perfect sense. It's always good to have a solar return, be a period of rebirth, you know, reignition, a little dose of vitality, never hurt nobody, right? All right, let's take a look, see what's going on with your finances. That was much higher than I had expected it. Hey! Get those out of the way. Here you go, you guys got the Hermit card, Virgo. Earth energy. I feel like this is coming through. I'm leaning more on the earth energy than the traditional meaning of the hermit. I feel like you guys are being very practical, very grounded as far as work, finances, might be going through a period of saving, not spending as much, holding back a little bit. May even be going through a period of kind of revising finances, like where am I spending money? You know, is this wise? Is this effective? Possibly learning and evolving. Hermit card has a lot to do with inner wisdom and messages, especially from your guides, your angels. So you may be getting some intuitive hits about what to do with your money, maybe nods and investments. It definitely feels like we're planning for the future. It does seem like there's this kind of foresight coming in, and then these intuitive pings and guidance that's really helping to shape what you do with your financial landscape. And it does feel more like savings than it does work, if that makes sense. I feel like work front isn't changing too much this month. But it feels like you're kind of creating a nest egg. And I keep looking at all these keys on this particular Hermit card. So if you look at the top of it, if I can get the glare out of the way, you can see all these keys lined up. And really these keys are to symbolize, you know, unlocking this door and gaining its secrets and gaining access. But I feel like it's almost the opposite. It's like you're locking up the vault. You're putting all these resources away and then sealing it. You know, so it's there, safe and protected for, you know, a future date. Yeah, definitely feel this need to reserve, but it's very practical, which is funny. I know a couple Geminis that they, you know, and it's not that they're frivolous and, you know, live outside of their means. Actually, no, some of them do. There are a few of them. Most of them still have good control, but you know, it's more so about having fun and, you know, going out and having experiences. It's not so much about the planning, but I feel here there's this heavy kind of grounding that's happening with your finances, which is a great thing. It's a good way to be prepared. But I definitely feel like there's a focus on saving and creating like a little nest egg. Could be because of this person coming in too. You see a future with them, so you want to start putting things away. You think about a committed relationship, there's a bunch of expenses. Buying a place, maybe moving out of your own place, and you guys are finding a place together, so you're saving up that deposit. Who knows? But yeah, I definitely feel like there's this kind of need to go into save mode, right? All right, Spirit, what is the main message for Gemini concerning Gemini season and the month of June? What do they most need to know? Hey. Starting out with some very good cards. We are going to clarify these in just a minute. Kind of want to put the clarifiers out now. So first card out, Six of Wands. Beautiful. Walking into your own season, very celebratory, feeling victory, feeling on top of the world. Probably getting a lot of recognition and praise, which is beautiful. And then you have the Death card. Love this card. This is by far my favorite card in the deck. Love the energy of the Death card. So it also is the card of Scorpio, so might be dealing with a Scorpio. You may have some strong Scorpio placements. But to me, the Death card is always about transformation. It's definitely about moving into this new phase. And we already got the Soul Flame card here with Radha. So you definitely are having this reignition with the sun moving back into your sign. This Death card to me is just speaking to this reignition I talked about. This new kind of surge of life. As the old version of you starts to fade away, this new version really is taking root, taking shape. And I think really starts to show proof early on in the month. You're already feeling on a high walking into your season. So I feel like this Death card is just a natural progression of that feeling. And after that, you have the Princess of Swords, my creative thinker. This is my rebel, lots of Uranian energy here. This card speaks to creative thinking, innovation, problem solving. Finding new solutions to things. I feel like this is you, especially I keep looking at the sword in this card, how the princess has it, curved. I feel like this is you bending the rules, altering the status quo. Shifting things to how you see them versus how everyone else sees them, or how they've always been done. This is you changing some shit up. And I feel like you've been preparing this for a couple months. I feel like 2 months ago in your spirit message video, it talked a lot about, and that was specifically with your work card. I can't remember what it was, but I feel like we've had this conversation about you like kind of stepping up and owning things and seeing things differently and getting people on board and helping to shape this new hierarchy or redesigning the rules of the workplace. I feel like this is just a continuation of that, but this feels so much more personal. Like now you're really redesigning yourself. And then once we move into this energy, now you're starting to, as you have evolved, now you're changing everyone around you so that they can operate with you. And it looks like that may cause some tension. Here we have the Five of Wands. So a lot of times to me this is internal conflict. This is your insides feeling all kinds of like, oh, what's going on? This is different. So we're going to clarify and see what's going on there. But it looks like as the end of the month rolls around, we're starting to feel a little hoo-hoo about it. Look at that bottom of the deck right now, Ace of Wands. So really checking in, trying to get this glare out of the way. There we go. Ace of Wands, really dealing with these passions, these desires. Let's put you on the side here. All right. So the next four out, falling under the Six of Wands. Four of Cups. So this is a card of saving. But honestly, this is what's making you feel so powerful with the Six of Wands. To me, Four of Cups is really about clinging to your resources, holding on, saving things. A beautiful thing with the Four of Cups, within the Four of Cups is always hidden the Ace of Cups. You can see at the top. Here's the bottom three, and then this is the Ace up above. This is you feeling really grateful for what you've accomplished, what you have, the resources you've built, what you're gaining. But I feel like this is you looking at, like Taurus season, looking over Aries season, all the things you've done, how you've elevated yourself, and feeling really proud about this journey you're on. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Six of Wands is also a marriage card, so we already got that this could be the one earlier. So some of you may be getting married very soon, even maybe now for a few of you. After that, underneath the Death card, you have the Hanged Woman. So to me, this makes perfect sense, falling under the Death card. Death card is all about transformation and rebirth. Hanged Man is about, or Hanged Woman in this instance, is about going within and finding new understanding, finding your truth, finding your light amongst the dark, kind of shuffling through all the murkiness. So honestly, these kind of go hand in hand. So going through, I feel like this is what you've been going through as you've been evolving, as you've been kind of altering the situations around you. You've been learning more about yourself and what you want, what you need. This is something you've been going through. I feel like this is kind of a past situation that's led you up to this death moment. If anything, to me, this is confirmation that you are coming out of this energy. If you felt like you've been going through it and trying to rediscover things and try to redefine things, to me, this guy clarifying the Death card is about you really reaching the end of this journey, coming out and transforming, coming out of the chrysalis, so to speak, and becoming this beautiful new butterfly. And, really that's where you are. Here we have the World card. World is completion of a cycle. And with every completion, there is a new beginning. So this clarifying the Princess of Swords, you can no longer do things the way you've always done them. You are different. Obviously, you've been working for a period of time to make your situations different. So now that you're in these new places, new situations, new themes, you cannot behave the same way. You can't be Gemini 1.0 when you're in surroundings 2.0. You're at that point where you need to level up, you need to step up. And I almost want to say all the fruits of your labor, all the things you've been working on are all kind of taking shape now. Like you've been working on them for a while and it's been a process. You've been, you get a little bit here, a little bit here. But now I feel like all of the results are showing up now. They're all showing up very quickly. Because here you have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, yes, is communication, which is something that comes naturally to you, but this is also speed, change, could be travel for some of you, but I think it's the speed that's coming through the most. And I think that's what's worrying you with this Five of Wands. You've been working on, and now everything you've been working on is now happening. Like literally you've reached the end of the road and starting a whole new cycle, and everything is kicking off right now. You're going through development, your situations are changing and different and really vibing to what you've been trying to send out. It's all going to be so much this season. And I think it's got you a little, oh my God, how do I juggle all of this? But it's kind of like you've been getting everything you've been wanting and it's all coming now. And it's a lot to take on. Honestly, don't let this energy get the best of you, because we already know, with this, the bottom of the deck being the Ace of Wands, we already know that everything that's happening is aligned with your desires and your wants. This is what you've been asking for. While we're here, let's look at the bottom. Yeah, Six of Cups, something you've been dreaming about. This old vision from the past is coming forward. Look at that. Got the Emperor, you taking charge, owning things. And then the Three of Wands, yes. All those deliveries coming in, that's my wish. My wish is granted. Literally everything you've been wanting is coming in. And maybe that's why with your finances you're holding in, because you're seeing all these things come in. You're like, oh, okay, wait, let me figure this out before I start anything new. So that could even be why you're starting to hold back a little bit. But lots of good things coming for you, Gemini. Huge personal transformation. Again, you have the soul flame coming in, relationships looking good. Financially wise, it looks like you're kind of saving, building up a little nest egg. And then around you, your circumstances are shifting very rapidly in a positive way. I know at first I was a little meh about this Five of Wands. I was like, why are you so conflicted? Everything looks so positive. Why are we nervous? I think it's just nerves because it's everything all at once. But like I said, you can handle it. All of this is aligned with what you've been desiring and what you've been asking for. So there's no reason to fear. I just keep hearing the phrase, you asked for this, you asked for this, you asked for this. So literally all your wishes are coming true. You just gotta ride that wave. Yeah, I almost want to say, like, keep your head down and push. Like, just keep going. As things pop up, just keep going, keep going. It's all positive. It's all getting you to the right place. It feels like it's just going to be a lot. I feel like as I'm talking about it, my pace keeps getting faster and faster and faster too. Like that's going to be you. Just communication on blast. You're going to be hitting everyone. Like, just, no, do this, do that, do that. Yes, say, like, you're going to be managing all these different facets, and they're all going to be coming at you, and I almost want to say you're going to be like a switchboard, like connecting, like, yes, you go there, you go there, you go there. I need you to do this, do this, do this, do this. All right, I'll be there, and then, okay, I'll be there at 4, and then I'll come to you at 7, and I'll see you there for like 30 minutes, and then I got to be over here, and da, 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 da. It feels like it's going to be a little hectic, could be a little crazy, but again, it's all positive work, and it's all things that you're invested in. This doesn't feel like a bunch of distractions. It just feels like a lot to demand of one person. But if you can just keep going, don't give up, and know that this is what you've been asking for. Literally, this is valuable, core, passionate, desires of yours that are really all coming together at the same time. So it's going to be a lot, but you can do it. All right, Gemini, I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you, as always, for supporting me and supporting this channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know. Give the video a thumbs up. Ooh, that's a weird angle for me. As always, if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We do these monthly videos about every week. Do about at least 3 times a month, as well as the daily. So if you enjoyed this, make sure you're subscribed so you can be notified when your next video pops up. And as always, I love connecting with you guys. If you have anything to share, whether it's a question for me, comment how things are resonating with you in your circumstances, feel free to hit me up in the description box down below. You can also privately DM me on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot, and if you ever want to book a private session with me, all that info will be in the box below. Alright, my loves, take care, and I will see you in your next video. Bye, Gemini.